Welcome to Traffic LA 101.
It's going to be another of the traffic web videos that we post. People will be like, what the heck are you guys posting? Traffic in LA? That's so boring.
So guys, now what you suggest? In my mind, I started to get freaking out about, oh my god, my money is running over and I don't have more money, like almost money for gas or to eat or to pay my bills. What do you suggest I should think to change that, what I'm going to create?
Well, you're focusing on your radar screen, and so you're focusing on the lack. It's very important to focus on the abundance in life and everything outside of our radar screen, because you don't know where all the money is going to come from, but that's irrelevant. Feeling good about money means that you're a magnet to money. And it's integral that you feel good when you think about money, because if you're not, then you're pushing money away. You're saying, no, universe, I don't want money.
Mm-hmm. So I just go and eat and put my credit card and think, oh, the money comes, not even to worry about it?
Yeah, well, tell us, how, because you've attracted this to yourself, right? We know that everything we have in our own lives, we've attracted.
If you don't work and you don't make money, you don't have money.
So you got to work to make money?
So how the money will come in?
So how does the money come in? Oh, okay, so one of the teachings of Kevin Trudeau in the 4 fundamental steps, or the 4 fundamentals of the law of attraction, or that he puts us through before we actually learn the laws of attraction. The third one is called the training balance scale, which talks about on one side how you have the why and on the other side you have the how. And he said something very important that sometimes I feel we're forgetting, is that the how is completely and utterly irrelevant to any of the questions or any of the things that you want to have in your life. So if you want money and you're focusing on the step-by-step process that you need to go through in order to attract it, or in order to have it, the fact that you have to work, you have to wake up, you have to put your shoes on, you have to get to work, you have to do the work, then you have to go back and then you have to wait till Friday or the following Friday to get your first paycheck. That is a way to get money, but not the type of money that probably Moriah is talking about. We have to focus on the why, and we have to vibrate the why. We have to vibrate this money and tie it to that good feeling. Moriah, have you been feeling good in the past few days?
No.
So when you think about money and you don't feel good, what do you think happens to that money?
It shrinks. Wait, so all I have to do is think, okay, now every time I take out money from the credit card, it will refill automatically and feel good about it?
You can think that. But you want to just feel what it'll feel like when you're financially free and you can do whatever you want. Well, how will that feel? Will that feel really good right now, just to have as much money as you could ever handle? Will that feel good?
So I need to imagine that I'm really, really financially free?
Yeah.
You have to feel that now. You have to feel that you're financially free now, or it'll never come into your existence. You have to be what you want right now.
Exactly.
You can't receive something if you're not ready for it. And so you have to be vibrating the same feeling you're going to have when you make all that money, right? So you have to be vibrating lots of money now, and you can't be vibrating lack and attract a lot of money. It's just not how law of attraction works. You have to be thinking abundance right now in order to have abundance.
Right on. So, it's fun because in hindsight, now we can kind of look back and say, okay, now I'm in a really strapped up situation. What kind of thoughts have I been having in the past 2 or 3 days, in the past week or whatever? And not only what kind of thoughts, but what kind of feelings have I had on a daily basis? How do I feel? So the only reason you're feeling bad now about all this money is probably because you felt bad about it a little while ago. And we experienced, with the other day when we saw Mirav, we experienced how you felt with money, just that and I think that, part of the reason you're feeling that way now, or not anymore at least, but before, was probably because of those feelings that you had inside.
So it's not what you see, it's what you feel.
It's what you feel, 100% of the time.
Or not what you think, it's the reality. It's what you feel is the reality.
Exactly. So that's why we have to stop thinking about the how, because the how is completely irrelevant. If you're vibrating money, the money will come to you every single way you can imagine.
In other words, we're not that smart. We have no clue what the best way is for us to make that money, right? So our responsibility is just to feel good, because the universe is going to provide specific events and circumstances in your life to give you that money. And so you're not that smart. You don't know how you're going to make the money, but that's irrelevant. You don't need to know how. It's all about feeling it, and it'll come in leaps and bounds. But you have to first feel it.
If you actually think about it, it's completely impossible. It's impossible to know how it's going to come in, because there are so many factors that move and shift every single second of your life that it's impossible to know how.
You're just not that smart.
Because the how never happens the way you anticipated it to happen. Even if you plan for something to happen, it probably 100% of the time won't happen, or 99.99999% of the time won't happen the way you had anticipated it to happen. Start looking at the situations that you want to attract in your life and start realizing and taking a look at if they're happening the way you expected them to happen. And if they do, you're really good. But most of the time there's something that happens or comes into play that you weren't expecting that just happened because you were vibrating that specific frequency. Anyways, so this video is probably running on a little long now, but all we wanted to say is that today was a very good day just because we had a breakthrough.
Concept number 3, trading balance scale. The how is irrelevant.
Absolutely irrelevant. All you gotta do is just vibrate good feelings. And probably a lot of people watching this video are gonna get very frustrated at the fact that we're saying that the how doesn't matter.
Don't track that.
Huh?
Don't track that.
No, but they're happening. Because I take care of the Twitter account, so I see them regularly. Or, we see people all the time asking, well,
This is
what
getting
about-
out. This is the
what
concept 3. Concept 3. The trading balance scale. Goodbye.